Shut the door.
Oh, yeah, cool.
We rolling?
We're going. We're live.
And boom, we're live.
Chimpanzees can rip your fucking face off, bro.
Can they?
Yeah, man. Just, you ever do CBD, bro?
Oh. Hello. Keep talking to the phone.
We're recording the pod, and people need to be in here. Welcome to another episode of The Cook and the Coach. I'm Kenny. I'm the cook.
I'm Baeza. Wait. Can you hear me all the way over here?
I don't know.
Your earbuds in.
Sorry.
No, you're totally fine. You're all good.
Sorry, we got one last.
Oh,
forever.
no worries. You're actually...
No rush. You're totally fine.
This is fun stuff.
Yeah, it's a fun time. Do you have practice today?
For my daughter's team, we're running practice.
Guys, welcome to episode 10 of the Cook and the Coach podcast. I'm Baeza. I'm the coach.
I'm Kenny. I'm the cook. We're in double digits.
Double digits officially.
The 1-0.
I was bugging people that I was putting like number 0 in like whatever episode it was.
Oh, yeah.
And but like now it doesn't matter anymore because now we're officially double digits.
Right.
We made it, guys.
We did it. We
did it. We're not totally a failure.
Yeah, we did it. We're doing a whole 10 episodes.
Yeah.
If we can get to the end of this, dude, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I feel good.
We should be proud of ourselves.
We should be proud of ourselves. I'm happy that we've been doing this. This has been really fun.
And guys, for our 10th episode, I think it's only fitting that we're doing it in the format we're doing it today.
Yeah.
So, as you guys know, who've been listening for the past 10 episodes, we've had a cook and then coach segment to our podcast. But today, we're going to change it up a little bit. We're actually going to do a game of 20 questions between me and Ken. Mm-hmm. And we're going to ask each other some questions about ourselves, our lives, just so you guys know us a little bit better.
10 questions each for episode 10.
Yeah. We feel like a lot of people who listen to this podcast either know me really well or know Ken really well, but maybe not both of us.
Yeah.
So we decided, why not give the listeners a chance to get to know us just a little bit better, Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to do today.
Awesome.
So let's get right into it.
You want to just go like back and forth, like one question, then I do one, and then you do one?
We can do that.
Cool.
For sure.
All right, you go first.
All right. Ken.
Hit
Question
me.
number 1.
Question number 1. I feel like I'm on a game show.
Are you actually, not a ginger? Because I can't tell with you.
It changes.
This is a serious question.
It's
This
a
is a
seasonal.
serious question.
I call it strawberry blonde. It changes with the seasons. In the summer, my hair gets very blonde, and then in the winter season and fall, it gets more a little more red. But my beard is what really throws people off. It's because it's so bright red.
It's so red.
It's so
Your beard
red.
is so red.
If I didn't have facial hair that looked like that, I don't think people would ask as much. But yeah, I call it strawberry blonde, but it's a point of contention with everyone I meet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. Coach question for you. So, sports related. What sports did you play in high school? Which positions and how long altogether?
In high school?
Or just in school in general, school overall.
Oh. I have to think a little bit. So I played soccer. I played organized soccer in 5th grade. Then I played organized basketball in 7th, 8th grade, and then junior year of high school. And then I played organized football from 7th grade all the way through senior year of college. And then I did organized track from 8th grade all the way through senior year of college.
Nice. So much.
So, yeah.
Do you have a favorite position of the sports you played? Or favorite one?
Track is my favorite sport.
Okay.
Just doing the sprints, relays, that was my favorite. But I would say playing fullback was a close second, both in high school and college.
That would have been my guess.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, hit me.
Where does I'm not trying to phrase a question, but it's just let me ask this. What's it like growing up in a Von Trapp family, basically?
That's fun.
You have such a big family, but also a very creative and artistic family.
Yeah.
So what's it like growing up in that environment? How do you think that's shaped you as a person?
That's a really fun question. And people will say that like that we're like the Von Trapps. And it's actually fun. They're doing Sound of Music, either rehearsals or a show upstairs right now.
That's right.
For the high school, which is really cool. I would have killed to be in that show. I would love to be in that show.
Oh, your family would have been perfect to do that show.
Dude, seriously. Oh, it would have
Honestly.
been so fun. I think it makes you're just in close proximity with everybody, and everyone has strong personalities, and so you have to like humor.
There's lots of strong personalities. in your
Strong
family.
personalities with weird nuances that it's so strange. So humor is like the way to survive in the Martin household. Like any serious conversation or humor or happy conversation, everyone's trying to make jokes the whole time. That's like your survival mechanism.
Yeah. That's how you get attention.
And that's how you get attention.
Yeah.
That's how you like calm tension, everything. So that's probably it. Yeah, I think, and then all the creativity just gets exacerbated by all the weirdness of just having that many people that close together for
and
like
that
2
house,
decades, and a tiny house for a lot of it too.
Super small house for that many people.
Yeah, honestly. But yeah, I'd say that.
Will you say that that's part of where your passion for comedy comes from?
I think so. Yeah, like my dad loves like old timey stuff, so he even was watching like Groucho Marx and Buster Keaton, like really old stuff.
Like
yeah, and he liked Buster Keaton more than Charlie Chaplin. Like that's how into it. He had preferences of that. Yeah, and then my mom is just like wants to make everyone feel comfortable all the time, so she's always like goofy. So yeah, that's probably where it starts. And then just Looney Tunes is the other big one. Just watching cartoons from like a super young age. But yeah, that's how I feel.
Fair enough.
All right. So you are first generation Ethiopian American.
That is correct.
And so I'm wondering, this is kind of a food related question. So it's like a two-parter. So one, how many times have you visited Ethiopia? And two, what's like the best food that you've had while you were in Ethiopia?
Best food. Well, I've been to Ethiopia twice.
Okay.
The best food. This is kind of a callback to the last couple episodes, but would be the lamb that we slaughtered on the spot.
Was it really?
An hour later.
That was the best one?
Well, think about it. It's like the freshest meat possible.
Yeah, that is true.
We ate a lamb that we literally killed an hour ago. Doesn't get more fresher than that.
That is true, actually.
And it was really, really good.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, follow-up question to that then. For white people who don't know anything about Ethiopian cuisine, is there a food that you would recommend and or a food that you would definitely recommend to stay away from because of like the heat or the spice or anything else?
See, to me, like there isn't. We have like spicy food, but it's not like overwhelmingly spicy. It's not gonna like kill you.
Right.
But it's like a little kick to it, you know.
But remember when Kari had that thing we made with your mom, and
She's
she couldn't even handle that?
She's as Scandinavian as a kid, okay? She's different.
So Scandinavian.
But well, for me it's weird because like I can handle Ethiopian spices, but like other spices I can't do. It's really weird. It's like I've like acclimated to like an Ethiopian like spice.
Sure, but like a jalapeno or something, or like habanero.
Can't do it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
I bet that is something like you grow up with certain flavors and you just get used to them.
Yeah.
That's probably part of it.
My personal favorite part of Ethiopian cuisine would be tibs. It's basically like diced up like steak.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's one of my favorites.
Is it grilled or how? I feel like you might have told me this before, but I'm forgetting.
Depends on where you go. They'll prepare it different ways.
Okay.
But that's my favorite dish in Ethiopia. Super simple, often cooked with onions. So yeah, really good.
I gotta get your mom to teach me how to make that. That was honestly so fun.
She'll teach you.
That was the best.
Yeah. All right, Ken. Arts is a big part of your life, but there was a period in your life where you did try out sports in middle school and high school.
Yeah.
Is there a part of you that wishes that you would have stuck with sports for a little bit longer, or do you think that you ended doing that at the right time?
So I wish I had started earlier, actually, because I kept trying out for stuff and wasn't making the team eventually. I just wasn't good enough to be on the teams. I literally played sports like on an organized team, 8th grade and 9th grade. Guys, did you know we were on basketball together in 8th grade, and then 9th grade we played football together. Technically, I really very much was on the bench almost the entire season.
Yeah.
And then after that, I just like missed the cut, so I just did intramurals and like volleyball and basketball and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So I wish that I had that be a bigger part of my life when I was younger. But I just literally, I went to a really small school and the only sport was soccer. And I just wasn't really interested in soccer. And maybe having
Sure.
the variety was part of it. I've noticed about myself that I really like for fitness, I like activities. So like if I have like when I was in high school and playing basketball, I loved lifting weights and doing squats because I was trying to like increase my vertical jump.
Right.
So like but I didn't like squatting just because I liked squatting. So I have been realizing how much I need to have activities tied to like the different types of fitness I'm doing. So
Sure.
I need to find one of those again. I don't really know what it would be. Maybe intramural volleyball would be fun, and then maybe like dance or something. I literally always say I should take a dance class. I've said that for like 5 years.
What kind of dance class?
I would do a hip hop class, I would do a swing class, and I would do like a salsa class. I think all of those would be really fun.
All those sound really fun.
Yeah.
I like those ones too.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I always say I'm going to. It's like such an annoying personality trait
Yeah.
that I always say it, but yeah.
Cool, man.
Okay. So, music question for you. Lately, what genre of music have you been listening to most often? And then there's a couple follow-ups to this one too.
I don't know. I'm not a person who like listens to like only like one genre for like a period of time. Like I listen to everything.
Yeah.
So a lot of the new hip hop that's out now, Lil Baby's album came out. Been
Is
loving
that good?
It's really good.
Nice. I gotta listen.
Roddy Ricch's new stuff is out. Been loving that. I've also been really into Dua Lipa's new singles. The Weeknd's putting out new music, obviously, so I've been really into that as well. So, kind of all over the board, really.
Okay. Nice. For the hip hop, is there an artist that you were listening to? Like, was there a first hip hop artist that you really started to like? Like for me, I remember it was Lecrae, and it was like kind of the first hip hop I listened to, and I listened to it over and over.
He's the one who, I would say the first hip hop artist I ever listened to was Cross Movement. This was like back in like
Oh
05.
yeah, I remember Cross
man.
Movement.
Back in the day.
I found them after.
Back in
Lecrae.
the day.
The OGs.
This is a long time ago. This is literally 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Literally 15 years ago.
Gosh.
There's a song I really like by them. So they kind of like opened up my mind, like, oh, like hip hop is really amazing. Mm-hmm. And then I heard about Lecrae, and I listened to his album After Music Stops, and then from then on, I was kind of a hip hop fan. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Definitely. Nice.
yeah. All right, what question are we on? Number 4. Mm-hmm. So can you have a passion for cooking? I'm wondering where that stems from because clearly the creative arts side is like very apparent because I see it in your family. It's very clear where that comes from.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering where the passion from cooking and like food and culinary arts comes from. Where does that stem from?
I think both of my parents like to cook. My mom's really good at a lot of different dishes, and my dad is a few that he's really good at. Mm-hmm. And so I'm kind of a mix of those two where I like to try all kinds of different recipes, and then I find a few that I try to just perfect or something, you know, like the green sky chimichurri sauce or whatever that we'd make for barbecues.
Oh, so good.
So good.
So great.
Yeah, so those are the types where I really like to hone in on those.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of going back to like the fitness question a little bit. Like in high school and college, I started to be able to cook for myself more after practice and things like that, or like lifting at like Eau Claire. And so I wanted to learn how to bulk up more. And so I started doing stir fries and different things. And that was kind of where I started cooking for myself more. And then the more I was in college, the more I wanted to be like, all right, if I'm cooking for myself, I want to get really good at it. Like I have my own kitchen right now. And then it kind of just exploded from there. And then otherwise it was probably just watching like Food Network stuff, probably. But yeah, I would say so. That's kind of the main thing. But honestly, I think that cooking, it's so weird. Like I know like a decent number of people at like restaurants and stuff, and it's so funny. Like it's almost a cliche how many people in the restaurant industry have other creative hustles. Like there's like a head chef I know who was like a theater major in college, I think, and like my aunt is a DJ and she's like a server professionally and is killing it. Like it's just like there's this weird crossover, and I don't really know what it is, but there's something about it.
Well, I mean, there is like an art to like making, preparing food.
Yeah.
So I feel like you kind of took your creative side from like music and like theater and stuff. And you kind of put that into like your food prep. In a way.
Yeah. I think it's like a nocturnal art form too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm weirdly interested. Like music, food and comedy are like the three things that I always gravitate to and am most
Does
interested in.
only at nighttime. That's what happens.
Yeah, and they all happen at night. Oh, for the most part. So
Yeah.
yeah.
When me and Cam were living together, this guy be up until like I get home from work at like 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning. He'd be like cooking food. I'm like, Ken, why are you cooking food at 2 a.m.? He's like, I just need to get the saute right, man. I'm like, all right, dude. Like, have a good night. I'm going.
Yeah, like see you later.
Yeah.
Just turn on the fan. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly.
Okay, fitness question for you, Baez. I'm sure people are asking, and you post a lot of stuff on your story, which is always really helpful. How often do you work out, and what's just like a high-level view of what your weekly workout routine looks like? If you had to break it down for a layman or someone who's just like following you on Instagram.
So I work out 6 days a week.
Okay. Which day is your rest day? Do you change it?
Typically Sunday.
Okay.
So I will lift in the afternoons, and I'll do a push, a pull, and then a leg day twice a week.
Okay.
So I do those 3 days twice a week. And each day has a different variant of what I focus on. Like one leg day may be like a quad focused leg day, or it might be like a hamstring focused leg day. And then like for push day, I might do like an incline bench to start off, and then the next one I might do a regular bench to start off. Just changes up every day.
Sure. Is push and pull, those are upper body, and then legs is just lower body in general? Yeah. Okay, gotcha. And
then in the mornings, I'll switch off between either doing core or cardio. So what I'll do, my typical day is I'll wake up, get to the gym around 7, do either a cardio workout or a core workout, fasted. Then I'll go to work. I'll coach in the afternoon. When I'm done coaching, I'll do my workout. I'll eat my first meal after that, and then I'll go to my other job after that. Okay. So that's my typical day.
Nice.
So yeah, and then basketball on Saturdays with the guys usually.
Yeah.
Whenever we can, just a little extra cardio to throw in there, and I usually just take Sunday off just to rest and relax. So
nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Do you ever experiment? Is afternoon workouts, are they your favorite, or?
It's not like I prefer lift. Oh, I mean, I guess I do prefer lifting at a certain time. If I could lift around like 11 or noon every day, I would, but I have to work and make money, so I don't.
Right.
But I just found that I don't like eating in the morning, so I figure I might as well do my cardio in the morning, fasted, and then eat right away after my fasted lifting workout, so I get the best benefits from being fasted.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if you had to pick between either music, like let's say you had a chance to sign a record deal to do your music, or you had a chance to work at your favorite restaurant, what would you pick? Under your favorite chef.
Ooh. That's actually really hard.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's think about this from a business perspective. If I was working if I had a record deal, that could be like a really good financial opportunity. Whereas working for a famous chef, I might not be able to make as much money with that.
Sure.
So from that aspect, if I felt pretty well established skill-wise for both, I feel like business-wise, it might be the better move to do the music. But
I don't know, man.
But at
Artists
the same
be
time,
getting screwed by these labels.
Artists do get screwed by labels, and I think I would work for the chef. I think I would.
Interesting.
Because I think that I could accomplish with social media and the reach that you can have digitally. I think that I could have a similar reach if I was really good. And I think that, not to say that labels don't have a role, but I think that I would be able to do that at a different point, and I wouldn't need to be impulsive with the record deal. But the restaurant thing, I don't know when that would come again. So I would do that.
Mm-hmm. All right, fair enough.
That's a good question. You're coming in with some tough questions.
And guess what? I didn't write any down.
Did you really?
No.
Oh man, see, I have them all listed.
A screen looking at it's just totally blank.
Hilarious.
This is me and Ken. Ken
this is
comes super prepared. I just come in, I just wing it.
True.
That's how we work. That's how we roll.
It is true. Okay. This is kind of a weird question, but it made me laugh. Okay, growing up, did you ever have a crush on a cartoon character? And if so,
No.
which one? Never in a Disney movie.
Who?
Nala in Lion King is a popular one.
You mean a lion?
I'm telling you, dude. Nothing ever?
Is something you want to tell me, Ken?
Mine would be Shigo from Kim Possible.
Who?
Shigo, the green villain.
I don't remember her.
Oh boy.
Well, I remember Kim Possible, the dude that she hangs out with, and the mole rat. I don't remember anyone else.
Any of the villains?
No, I don't.
I'm surprised. No one when you were growing up. No.
There are cartoons, Ken.
Yeah, but you were a kid.
Okay, but I can understand like reality versus a cartoon.
Yeah, dude, but
You know I have a crush on?
Who?
Real women.
Okay,
in the
then
real world.
who did you? Whatever. Okay, who is someone when you were growing up that you had a crush on then? Besides Selena Gomez, because I know that was one of the early ones for you.
Sean Johnson. Huge crush on Sean Johnson.
Okay.
Selena Gomez, as you mentioned. I'm trying to think who else. Like growing up, I think I went through a little Beyonce phase as well.
I think we all do.
I think we all did. I think we all are still in our
I
Beyonce phase.
think I might still be in
I don't think it stopped. I don't know. I'm trying to think of someone like that'd be surprising, but nothing's really coming to mind.
That's all good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you didn't have a cartoon crush. Maybe that's
Why are you
just my
surprised
weird
by
childhood. It's so normal in my head, so maybe that's just.
I think you need to see a psychologist, Ken.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, that's just,
They're drawing on the notepad. I'm like, what you drawing over there?
like I don't understand like the people having crushes on cartoons.
I think it's like
The cartoons.
Yeah, but you're like an impressionable child, and some of these voice actors have really nice voices. The girl who played Shigo had a really good voice.
I can see like being like attracted to a voice. I get that, but like aesthetically to like a cartoon, that's just weird to me.
Yeah, I get it. It's to each his own.
All right, man.
Whatever. It's all good.
Whatever, man.
All right, hit me with one.
I think this is a question that can relate to both of us,
Okay.
but I think especially to you though, since what's it like being the oldest child of so many kids? Because I'm the oldest as well,
Yep.
but I only have 2 siblings. But you have 500.
Yeah,
So
I have 5 younger siblings. I have 3 younger brothers and 2 younger sisters, and you have 1 younger brother and 1 younger sister. I would say that you don't realize the amount of pressure that's put on you until later. I'm just starting to realize the amount of pressure that's put on the oldest. I think that's the biggest thing. I had a boss who told me, we were talking about siblings, and she had a big family too, and she's like, yeah, you had a lot of pressure growing up. And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And I didn't even think about it, because everyone looks up to you in the family. You're like the local celebrity in your family, and like you're a role model, and also you have to be like your parents' right hand man or something like that a little bit too, like to like be responsible and not joke around, like be somewhat serious sometimes, so that things don't totally crazy.
yeah.
Like, you know how like middle siblings will be like, they sometimes will be like the funniest one, or sometimes the youngest will be the funniest one. I think that's partially because the older ones are setting up all of this structure because they have pressure to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you? What do you think?
I think there's another layer to it because I'm like the first in both my family's histories to be born outside of Ethiopia.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's
Not even just in America, outside of Ethiopia.
wow.
So there's this whole new thing that my family, me and my parents have to navigate because this has never been done in our family's history going back to the dawn of time.
Yeah, that is
To
wild.
like start new life in a different place.
Yeah. And you're
So-
really connected to the Ethiopian side of your culture and your upbringing.
Someone argue that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe people.
Other Ethiopians argue no, but that's just a different.
I mean,
topic
at
for a
least
different day.
compared to white people
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Minnesota,
yeah.
you're so much more connected to
No,
your roots
for-
than I am. Like
for
with
sure.
Sweden and Austria, I know almost nothing about those two.
Sure,
you know?
that makes sense. But you're also a lot more far removed,
Yeah.
generationally.
Yeah. That's really
Yeah,
interesting.
I think I agree with you. Like, you don't realize how much pressure you were actually under until you were much, much older.
Yeah.
and you're a role model, even though you didn't ask to be.
Yeah.
So,
Also, I think we both feel this sometimes, like weight of the world. Like I have, when I think about long-term stuff, I think about, I have to take care of my entire family. Like everybody.
Don't even get me started on
right?
that. Like,
Yeah.
and if my parents are going to see now, I have to be able to take care of them.
Right.
I'm
All
already thinking
that
about
stuff.
that. Yeah. It's a lot to think about.
Definitely. This is kind of a fun one. So I think I might know the answer, but just so it's on the record, right now, who is your favorite comedian?
Favorite comedian right now would have to be Andrew Schultz. Shout out to Schultzy, my guy, coming to town in a month.
What about? I thought you were gonna say Tom Segura.
He's close. I love Segura.
Okay, all
Love
right.
Segura.
Because I feel like Andrew Schultz might be like your favorite, like all time. I feel like
He
Tom
is.
Segura is your most recent one.
I don't know.
That's what it seems like, but I don't know.
It's just like, I don't know. Schultz is like, my guy. Every time he's come to Minnesota, we've, had conversations here and there. He's always been really good to me. Mm-hmm. And like, even like last year when he was like blowing up, he still took time to spend like 10 minutes with me, chatting and hanging out. He didn't have to do that, but but he did because he appreciates my support. And
He seems like a good guy.
yeah, so to me, he'll always be, number one. He'll always be the go to me.
Yeah.
But fucking love Tom Segura.
He's been killing it.
He has-
How many podcasts does he have right now? Does he have like 4 or 5?
He literally has like 10. Like not exaggerating. He has so many. But Segura has the greatest laugh of all time.
He's
to
up
me.
there for sure. Yeah.
Like whenever he laughs, I like lose it and like immediately start crying laughing whenever he laughs. His laugh is the funniest thing in the world to me. I love it. And then Akash Singh, another guy who came to Minnesota actually just a couple months ago. We saw him together.
I wasn't there. Jesse went.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
yeah. Oh yeah, that's
I'm
right.
sorry.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
So guys, I invited
terrible.
Kenny to come see a show with me.
Yeah.
See Akash Singh.
Yeah.
I bought his tickets. I said, listen, you don't have to pay me back. I got you. You're my brother. I want to go see him together, right?
Yeah.
I told him, hey, let's meet at this time. Didn't hear anything back. I show up to the venue.
No, so I said yes initially. I said, yeah, I'll be there like a couple weeks ago. And you were like, okay.
Yeah.
And then you're texting me the day of.
Because the day of, I get to the venue. I'm sitting around.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting on the couch. I completely forgot.
Completely forgot. Don't get any text back. I text this man, call this man dozens of times.
My phone's just on silent. I literally don't even know.
I hit up our friend Jess, who we've had in the pod. He came through, saw a show with me. And in the middle of one of the sets, can't text back, and it's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
He was like, the show, or like, he's literally, where you at? And I was like, what is he talking about? Basketball's tomorrow morning. And I was like, and then literally like 30 seconds later, I'm just like, I got to call him, but, oh no. I still feel bad about that.
You should. You should.
I did pay you back for the ticket because I felt terrible.
Remember my Venmo request was said in the caption?
It was like betrayal or something.
For lack of friendship. And then you messaged me back, friendship, for friendship.
Yeah, I declined that Venmo, and then I sent him a friendship thing for like $1 more.
Yeah.
Such a bad friend move.
Akash Singh is killing right now.
I do want to see him live.
Went from 500 subscribers to like 50,000 just a couple of months.
Really?
Yeah.
Recently.
So proud of him.
That's amazing.
Another guy who I got to talk with after the show. Again, doesn't have to, spend a lot of time with me or discuss things with me, but just showed me love anyway.
Is he touring with Schultz?
No, he's doing his own tour.
Okay, but they do a podcast together.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I think actually Akash follows me now.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
It's a little flex. It's a little side flex. But
For sure.
yeah, I love his comedy. It's just raw, unapologetic, just great stuff. And then Ali Sultan, who we're gonna try to get in the podcast soon.
Yeah.
Local comic, been in Minnesota for about 15 years. Ethiopian comic as well. Really funny guy. And then, I was waiting to show you these guys at some point, but Abba and Preach.
I don't know who that is.
They're these two comedians in Montreal. They're also YouTubers.
Okay.
They do the similar comedy as Schultz and Akash and
nice.
Ali. So,
Sure.
Abba's actually Ethiopian as well. So,
Are they coming to town soon?
I don't
or-
think so, but I just
okay.
studying stuff on YouTube and they're fun to watch. So,
Yeah, send me some stuff. I would see it.
but yeah, that answers that question, I guess.
Nice. Yeah, for
That was
sure.
a long rant for that.
No, you're
question.
good. That was good.
Let's make these rapid fire ones.
Okay, rapid fire to finish these
Rapid
out.
fire ones.
All right, you go. You start.
Ken, who is your current celebrity crush?
I would say Gal Gadot is probably up there for me right now.
She is so gorgeous.
She really is.
And the accent just puts it
She
over
is.
the top.
Yeah,
The accent, man, just, oh my God.
she's the best. This is a Minnesota-related question, but I was thinking of
Soda.
it because it's March, for the 1st of March as we're recording. Which season is your favorite?
JB's birthday.
True. Which Minnesota season is your favorite?
Winner.
Winter. Okay, cool. All right, you go.
Favorite movie.
Favorite movie. I'll say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because it's the first one that comes to mind. That's literally top 10 for me. Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
What's your favorite meal? Breakfast, second breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, supper, or a late night snack?
You know what, Ken? I don't do like lunch, dinner,
Well,
breakfast.
which one?
Whenever I eat.
Just sporadic eating, random
I
times.
only eat once or twice a day anyway.
All right, fair enough. All right, you go.
What question is this? What number?
We have 2 more questions.
This is a funny one that from Tom Segura's podcast. Would you rather have to sprint everywhere you had to go to, or would you have to like yell at the top of your lungs whenever you talked?
Sprint. I would sprint everywhere I had to go.
Even just like to the bathroom. Or
Yeah,
like,
because you would lose your voice. Like you would lose your voice. At least like you could like recharge. You could just go fewer places. Are you allowed to drive?
yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I would definitely do that because then you could drive most of the way, and then you just sprint, and then you would develop some fast twitch muscles, and you'd be really fit. Okay, what's your favorite?
That would rather always makes you laugh. I don't know why.
It's a funny question. What is your favorite sporting event to watch?
Oh, great question.
Rapid fire.
The Olympics, man.
Olympics?
Summer Olympics, man. Track and field.
Yeah.
Nothing better.
All right.
Nothing better, man.
Nice.
Nothing better. All about it.
I respect that.
Nothing better. Last question each. 3 words to describe yourself.
Me?
Yeah, describe you.
Silly is one. Creative is the second one. And I feel like a douchey answer would be so funny for the third one.
That's all right.
No, I'm not
Accept
gonna
douchey
do
here.
it. No. I would say this is gonna sound cheesy or cocky, but I would say charming. Not to be.
I would agree with that.
I would say charming because I can get myself out of situations where I'm underqualified or in a spot I shouldn't be because I can charm my way out of it. Being charming is something you get if you have a lot of siblings or are big into family. It just happens naturally. So yeah, those would be my 3.
I agree with those.
Silly, creative, and charming.
I agree with that assessment. That's
What
good.
about you? I want to throw it back to you before I give you my last question.
Oh, Jesus. Psychotic.
Positive ones.
No.
Okay.
We talked about this.
Did we?
I'm slightly psychotic.
okay.
Slightly.
All right.
Very slightly.
All right. Okay, so psychotic.
I don't know. I'm not very self-reflective.
That's a very self-reflective thing to say.
I don't know. I would say passionate. I would argue I'm hardworking.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I'll go with that.
All right.
All right.
Cool. Last question. Here we go.
That was the last question.
No, that was second to last.
Huh?
Oh no, I have to ask you my last question.
Which was that?
No. I just want to throw it back to you. All right, here we go.
Oh.
My last question for you is, what is one of your dream guests for this show?
I mean, Schultz, of course.
Yeah.
Schultz and Akash, that'd be more than a dream come true. Schultz, Akash, Christian Guzman,
Okay.
for sure. That'd be a dream guest. He's also one of my personal goats in life. Yeah, I'd say Schultz, Akash, and Christian are three of my favorite people and what they do. I'd also say The Weeknd would be up there
Nice.
as far as people I'd want to meet the most and do a podcast with.
Mm-hmm.
There's one more I was thinking of. There's one more person I was thinking of. I can't.
Okay.
I think. Well, Russell Orr is one of them too. I would have to say. He's
Nice.
a powerlifter. And then I don't know. There's a lot.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
you got more than enough. That's
That's a
speed
good
round.
list.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
a
good
pretty
list.
list.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, we made it through.
All right, guys. That was the 10th episode of the Cook and a Coach podcast.
Boom.
Boom, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, everyone who's listened to us for the past couple months. You guys are the reason why we do this. Even though we're not a big podcast right now, we do get a lot of good positive feedback from people who do listen, and we genuinely appreciate it.
Definitely.
We're not stopping anytime soon. We're going to keep the ball rolling.
Mm-hmm.
We do have some great guests coming up in the future. I'm not going to say who yet, but yeah, some great people who are coming on the podcast soon. So,
Super excited.
You can follow us at the Cook Podcast, Cook and the Coach on Instagram. You can follow us at the Cook and the C1 on Twitter. You can follow me, Baeza, BaezaTenSAIE on Instagram. Ken, what are yours?
On Instagram, KPMartin2, KPMartin2. You can also find my music on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. It's under Kenny Martin. The EP is called Bucket List. Check it out.
That's right. And guys, you can always email us videos, because I want to start doing video reactions once we get video going for the podcast.
That'd be fun.
I'll do video reactions like you do on your mom's house.
You love your mom's house so much.
I do love. Shout out to Tom Segura, Christina P.
Yeah.
Email us your questions, stuff, whatever, at the Cook and the Coach pod at gmail.com. You can hit us up there. Guys, thank you for listening. 10 episodes, and we're going to keep rolling with this. So, see you next time.
Bye.